Hey world, it's Tobo. It's Friday, Saturday the 6th. That didn't make any sense. It's February, Saturday the 16th, 2013. And welcome back to the party. Now, I'm going to be continuing with the whole Insight New Year's Cup thing. And today, I'm doing CharlieWoo versus Skrymir, is, I believe, how you pronounce it. So, we'll be doing that. Is there anything to announce? I don't think so. So, let's not draw this out. Let's get right into things. Round 1, CharlieWoo versus Skrymir. CharlieWoo is playing Spy, I believe. So, away we go. Taking control fairly early on as Brimsworth Buckswoggle hanging out in a conversation near the statues, just being inconspicuous. Gets a quick flirt in, but considering he was on the other side of the conversation, it wasn't a particularly good flirt. It wasn't even a green test. Toby, feeling dejected, is going to go offer drinks to somebody else, who will actually accept them this time. Still just hanging out in this conversation, not doing a whole lot, letting Skrymir rack up suspects. Well, not much is really happening. Toby tries again with the drink, nothing. Gets shut down every time, as CharlieWoo comes in for some inspects. He's at a side statue, so he's not going to be able to get all three this run, so he's probably going to have to return to the statues at one point. But that's not a big deal. I have a scoreboard, which is cool. I like that. Anyway, that aside, statues are done. Heads over to the windows. Probably not going to do a time ad here. No, he doesn't. As it looks like he's setting up for a banana bread, which is a pretty good time to do it because there are a lot of people in conversation who get a whole lot of lowlights from it. And it's green, which is going to be a huge help. And Blue Dress takes the bullet for it. Already a quick victory for CharlieWoo. And apparently he's talking, so I'm turning the sound off on that. And CharlieWoo up a quick 1-0 off Skrymir in his in this first round. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit so we can actually get to the action because there was some confusion about pick versus any. I believe Skrymir tried to go in with pick and then CharlieWoo was like, wait a second. But they are doing format A, just for the record. So all the games are going to be played, any 3 or 4, on balcony. Trying to find where the next game starts. Looks to be right around here. So, as soon as these guys feel like they're ready to get going, which is right now, we'll get into the action. CharlieWoo as Sniper, Skrymir as Purple Dress, with Red Dress as the seduction target. Now, Skrymir is doing the same thing CharlieWoo did at the beginning, just hanging out in a convo, looking inconspicuous. It's possible, but unlikely, that he actually hasn't taken control yet. CharlieWoo has a quick highlight, which immediately got taken down as the banana bread comes in. Got 2 lowlights, which is not amazing, but still respectable. But I'm pretty sure, unless I missed something big, that banana bread was actually a fake. Skrymir now heading backside to do some inspects. Possibly a swap, but most likely just some inspects. At a side statue too, so he's not going to get all of his inspects done right off the bat. 2 highlights for CharlieWoo, and Skrymir's one of them, so he's on the right track. Doesn't have a whole lot to look at, which is a problem for Skrymir. Not the greatest pathing there. I don't think Charlie saw it, though. Other than that, hanging out in the convo, possibly getting ready to do a proper banana bread. Don't think any flirts have happened yet so far, though. Here he is going in for a flirt. There comes the flirt in. And so he was fairly close, so that should get him, I'd say, about a third of his seduction done. As CharlieWoo is up to 4 highlights and 3 lowlights now. Skrymir hangs out a painting looking inconspicuous again. Takes a quick step over to pick up a statue. Finishing up his inspects, which is a problem because assuming I didn't screw up on that... Never mind! CharlieWoo takes the shot. The underdog coming in with a quick 2 games up on Skrymir. Water. Okay, so that was this is actually quite interesting because Skrymir at this point, when these games were played, I think had like 700 wins or something like that, and CharlieWoo had about 60. So CharlieWoo being up 2 this fast is pretty big. Now, like I said before, it is Format A. There's staying on Ballroom. Not a whole lot of interestingness going on there. As we're getting ready to go into round 3, CharlieWoo up 2-0. As we're going in to the 3rd round. Again, takes control fairly quickly, and the seduction target decided to be friendly and give him a quick seduce. About a quarter of his seduction done right off the bat, which is always helpful. CharlieWoo immediately heads back to a side statue to get a couple of... Actually, no. The swap... Oh, no! He hit a red swap while our friend was staring right at it and then messed up on the animations, but he's not dead yet, so apparently our good friend Skrymir wasn't paying attention, shoots the general 3-0. Holy mackerel. Okay, so, recap. He goes to the statues quite early on to get a quick swap in. Apparently, General had already been there, which is what saved CharlieWoo at this point. He got a red swap, which thankfully Skrymir couldn't see at the angle he was at. I'm looking at the chat here. Skrymir says he was thinking, like, there's no way that CharlieWoo is going to swap with my laser right on him. And since the general was there beforehand, that's what prompted the shot. Mind games. Oh, man. Spy Party. You've got to love it. CharlieWoo up 3-0. As we're going up into the 4th and possibly final round, Skrymir as blue dress with Sir Top Hat as the seduction target. I keep blanking on his names when I'm live, which annoys me. But I shall call him Top Hat for now. Skrymir at the books. I don't think he grabbed the microfilm, but I wasn't paying nearly as much attention as I should have been. So, it's possible that he has. Hanging out in a conversation with a fair few people in it. I don't think bugging the ambassador through people in conversation was implemented yet, so there's no way he could have done it there. He's already been highlighted. I'm not really sure why, but man, this has been a rough set of games for Skrymir. He's already one of the 2 first highlights, so he's going to be watched the entire game long. which is going to be a huge problem for him. Now, the other highlight is hanging out at the Blue Book, so he should be taking most of the attention. Well, once again, Toby gets shut down trying to give drinks to the spies. But Skrymir has not moved from that conversation, so he shouldn't be too suspicious for it. Really just standing there, chatting it up, trying to stay under the radar as much as possible, but hasn't gotten anything done for his trouble. CharlieWoo really just keeping an eye out on his two highlights. Now, Blue Danger has been to both bookshelves at this point, which is going to make him easily the top suspect, even though we don't really have, even though he hasn't actually seen any microfilm. Now, it looks like Skrymir is finally actually getting a move on here. Heading over to the blue bookcase, see if he can grab the microfilm from there, but CharlieWoo's laser is right on his head. I don't think he's going to go for it. It's just too risky at this point. Blue Danger did go back to the green bookcase, so it's hard to tell if that will make him more suspicious or less. But honestly, at this point, with 38 seconds left and no missions done as far as I know, Skrymir's going to have to, well, frame someone. It's really his only option at this point. Getting another quick highlight as Blue Danger is being as suspicious as he can, trying to help out Skrymir, even with his bad pathing mistake right there, but I don't think CharlieWoo saw it as he's looking at the books right now. But there was just no time to finish things up. And that is 4-0. CharlieWoo, the newbie in the tournament, wipes out Skrymir with a 4-0 victory, which is quite amazing. And that's that. I'll be back here again. Wow, this was a short cast, only like 13 minutes. That's a shame. Anyways, gonna be back here next week. Same time, same stuff, same place. So until next time, it's Taboshi, signing off.